Data cleaning, or data wrangling as it's sometimes called, is a fundamental skill if you want to take your data analysis game with Excel to the next level. This is the second in a series of tutorial videos that shows you how to clean and wrangle your data in Excel to make it suitable for the types of advanced analyses that I teach in other videos on my channel. The subject of this particular video is how you can use Excel's awesome flash fill function to pull out pieces of data from an existing column, put it into a new column of data, and then generate new and powerful insights with that new column of data. Okay, let's go ahead and flip over to Excel and show you how to use flash fill. So here I am in the Excel workbook for this particular video. And by the way, if you're interested in getting this workbook, there'll be a link down below this video in the description that'll take you to a GitHub where you can download this Excel file completely for free. In this series of videos, I'm using the famous Titanic machine learning dataset. And what you can see here is the data and also some new columns here that I generated as part of the first video in this series. And by the way, if you're interested in seeing that video, I'll put it up here. Don't click it yet because there's plenty of awesomeness in this video to be had. So let's say that you rolled into the office and you're drinking your cup of coffee in the morning and you're just steeping yourself in the data, right? You're just looking at the data, trying to understand what's going on with the Titanic passengers. For example, we have Mr. Owen Harris Brond here. He was a third-class passenger. Unfortunately, he did not survive. And he was a male and he was aged 22 years. And he paid 7.25 pounds for his ticket on the Titanic. All that's great. So you're just looking at the data, you're exploring it, which is of course well and good and something you should absolutely do. And as you're looking at the data, you notice something in particular about the names. What you see here is you have Mr. Owen Harris Brond. You have Mrs. John Bradley Cummings. You have Master Gosta Leonard Paulson. Interesting. So that one, you go, Master? Mr. and Mrs., we're totally familiar with that in modern culture here, especially in the United States. But Master, what's that? Well, as it turns out, that denotes a male child or a boy. So that's a real interesting thing. Inside of the names, inside of all this free-form text data that are people's names is some interesting information. So for example, in this particular case, Master Gosta Leonard Paulson, it appears that the title here, Master, denotes a male child, a boy. That could be a particularly very useful thing to have in your data set for analysis. And we have here the title of Miss, which typically denotes either a female child, a girl, or an unmarried woman. So there's a lot of information that's potentially hidden inside of these names. So what would be cool is to extract out, to pull out these titles into a column, into our table, and then we can do some pivots on it and see if there's anything interesting going on. Now, here's the thing. I've been programming for, 20-something years now, and I do this all the time using programming languages, but Excel can actually do it a lot easier with the mighty flash fill feature. And let me show you how you can do this real easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll over here a little bit because I'm going to add a new column to the table. So I'm going to create a new column over here in O for the title feature, for the title column of data. And this is going to house those titles that we're going to extract using the flash fill feature from the name column. Now this is super easy. What we need to do is we need to teach flash fill what we want it to do. In machine learning and predictive analytics, this is known as training. So we need to train flash fill to recognize what we want pulled out of the name column in the table. So this is actually pretty easy. All we do is we just start typing in. We say, hey, there's got a Mr. here, we got a Mrs. here, we got a Miss here, we got another Mrs., we got a Mr., a Mr. Let's do Master down here, and we'll do Mrs. again, and Mrs. and Miss, and maybe one more Mr. So we're seeding this column of data. We're manually looking at what we want to pull out. We're identifying the patterns manually, and we're going to use that to train flash fill to understand what we want it to do. So we can go ahead and say, all right, maybe this is enough training data. Let's see what flash fill can do with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go up to the ribbon, and we're going to click on data here, and right up here with a little lightning bolt. right? We hover over it and it says flash fill, or you can use Control E, that particular character sequence on your keyboard to invoke flash fill. I'm just going to go ahead and click it and it's going to run here. See the little circle here because it's trying to learn and then apply what it's learned to all of the data. And you can see here, look at that. Look at that. Look at all that awesomeness, man. Look at that. If you're familiar at all with programming, this is the kind of thing I would typically use regular expressions for, which is not as nearly as easy as using flash fill. This is awesome. Now, here's the thing. Because we had to teach flash fill, we had to train flash fill how to pull out this data, it's not necessarily guaranteed to be 100% correct. So we might need to help flash fill along. So the easiest way to do that is just to look at the filter here. And let me scroll over a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Okay. And then what we can see here are all of the individual values that flash fill extracted from the name column based on how we taught it. And we can see we have captain, colonel. Those are probably military titles. Don is a Spanish honorific of nobility. So is Jonkheer, though it's not Spanish, it's actually Dutch. And we can just scroll down and we can see here we have Miss and we have MLLE, which is French for Mademoiselle, which is basically Miss. MME, which is Madame, which essentially is the same as Mrs. And here we can see, we've got a couple of interesting things that don't match up. We can see here that we have Mrs. Martin. So the examples that we provided flash fill to teach it, to have it learn, didn't actually work for all of the names. And it did the best that it could based on what it understood it wanted us to do, but this wasn't great. And we have the Countess. That's okay. We can just go ahead and leave the Countess in. So let's go ahead and unselect all of these. Just select this one, and that'll take us to the row right here. And if I scroll back over a little bit, you can see it had some problem pulling out Mrs. right here for some reason. So all we need to do is just type in Mrs., hit enter, and then we can just go ahead and select everything again. And then if we filter again, let me scroll over once again. And we hit filter and we check everything out and we see all is right with the world. Look at that. Okay, awesome. Now that took what? Without me explaining, it was really short. You could probably do it in less than a minute in the real world. That's awesome. Okay, that's way better than using something like programming and regular expressions. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do with this now. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pivot. Why not, right? So I'm going to insert a pivot table. I'm going to put it in my existing worksheet over here. I want it right here in Q2. And so first up, we can drop our new feature, right? Title. I'm going to go ahead and pull this down from the pivot table down into the rows. And then I'm going to put new survived in the columns. And then I'm going to drag new survived again to the values. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the summary function here. I'm going to switch the function to show percentage of row total. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. So 100% of Jonkheers perished. There might only be one, by the way. And you get the idea. But that's not all we can do here. We can actually incorporate some of the other features, the other columns of data in this pivot. So let's drag new P class down above title. Voila, check this out. This is awesome. Or maybe we flip it around. Who knows? Maybe you like it this way better. So for example, there was only captains in first class. They all perished. Colonels in first class, 50-50 split. Don was in first class, which is a male honorific of nobility from Spain. So that's 100% perished. But here's where things get really interesting. Remember we saw master was the title for young males or boys, male children. And what we can see here is, look at that. Boys in first and second class, 100% survived. And in third class, they survived at only 39.29%. That is the kind of power in your analytics that using flash fill can provide you by extracting out patterns that you see in more complicated columns of data, simplifying it down, and it allows you to do pivots like this. If you're interested in learning more about how you can up-level your data analysis game with Excel, check out these 2 videos right here on my channel to learn more cool stuff. That is flash fill in action. I use it all the time. It is super, super useful when you have a complicated column of data. You look at it and you see some patterns. You see some subsections of that column that you would like to pull out so that you can use pivots or other types of analyses to help you understand what's going on in the data. Okay, until next time, please stay healthy, and I wish you very happy data sleuthing.